Hi guys, Freddy here. Welcome back to the desktop for another retro RPG. And this week I would like to present this, All Tomorrow's Zombies, the 2007 source book for the 1999 role-playing game All Flesh Must Be Eaten, a role-playing game of zombie survival horror. And this is a fairly recent publication, so I'm not sure it really fits in retro RPG, but it's in my collection, so I'm going to go over it anyway. Let's start with the back cover. My god, those things are dead. They're already dead. Noise erupted directly into Jamie's brain from every channel of her transmitter. A cacophony of blaster fire, squeals, frantic cries of terror, and inhuman groans. She screamed one name after another into her comlink, but to no avail. Suddenly, just behind, a wet smack sounded. It was right on top of her. Welcome to flesh-eating sci-fi. It doesn't get more intense than this. All Tomorrow's Zombies is a supplement for the All Flesh Must Be Eaten role-playing game, adding the undead to various styles of science fiction, and featuring the most dangerous zombies ever. In it, you'll find guidelines for creating alien races, new skills tailored for sci-fi play, rules for cybernetics, biotechnology, nanotechnology, and robotics, new zombie aspects, streamlined psionic rules, new equipment and weapons from energy swords, blasters, and pulse rifles to motion trackers and environmental suits, complete starship rules, including building ships and expanded vehicle combat rules, rules for cyberjacking and net running, environmental rules, complete guidelines for structuring a sci-fi campaign, 7 complete dead worlds ready to play or for use as examples in your own work. Now, if you can't work out some of those things, the equipment from energy swords, blasters, and pulse rifles, well, energy swords are obviously lightsabers, so they're going to go with Star Wars in here. And you've got pulse rifles and motion trackers, so they're very obviously going to do aliens. It's one of the more famous sci-fi horror films, so it makes only sense that they're going to rip it off. Now, going through it, it's a 2007 publication, so the DTP quality is incredibly high. It's very nicely presented with some very good artwork. We start off with a story, as most of these source books do. Introduction, going through how the book's laid out, how to use it, giving ideas of things which inspired them. So in the movies, we've got Alien, Alien 3, Astro Zombies, Blade Runner, Dark City, iRobot, Mad Max, Star Wars, Strange Days, 2001, Terminators 1 and 2, Videodrome, War of the Worlds, TV shows, Ultraviolet, VR5, The X-Files, amongst others. And we're on to Starship Shamblers. So, some background information here, where we go through technology types, non-human races, various skills, new qualities and drawbacks. It's really bulking out the system here to cope with a science fiction background. Robots as zombies, cybernetics, bioware, and nanotech. Data chips, starlight vision, just various enhancements that characters can get, or even zombies can get. Psionic powers, from pyrokinesis, telemagery, telepathy. We're onto sci-fi equipment here. So nanogoo, zero-G stick, scanners, spacesuits, teleport anchors, energy swords, monofilament flails. So we're really going for all types of science fiction here, from cyberpunk up through lower technology stuff, aliens and that, where there are other colonies, worlds, but you're still using standard guns, right up to your Star Wars and Star Trek stuff. Ship size tables and starship informations, speed, so you can create starships of different types. Ordnance, medical facilities, stealth technology, teleporters. The cyberweb, so basically internet rules. So people can jack in and fight. Very cyberpunk, very Shadowrun. High and low gravity, vacuums, microgravities, so setting up what other worlds and things could be, various environmental hazards for your players to encounter. Future diseases. Lots of about creating your world, inspiration. The language is very important. Technobabble. And then we've got a couple of templates, an alien bounty hunter and a robotic tutor. Different types of characters to play. A stemmed corp dude. Isn't that more Die Hard than Aliens? A xenobiologist. Then on to the Cyber Dead, where you're going into a more cyberpunk type background. Probably more Shadowrun, I would say, where zombies are enhanced people who lose their essence, as Shadowrun would put it, but lose their humanity. The zombies of the Cyber Dead are a wide and varied lot. They all start with the same basic template. Should be applied to victims without any sort of cybernetic, nanotech, or biotech enhancement as rise of zombies. Enhanced zombies gain the aspects of teamwork, problem solving, and enter the cybernetic or nanotech quality as a special feature. Cyber Psychosis. Deaths by enhancement. Cyber Dead zombies. And we've got some story ideas in this world. Escape from Miners Hill. So we've got Hal Redux here. So an intelligent, highly organized force of damage-resistant undead has not only taken residence in the city proper, but set themselves up in a veritable fortress. Escape from Miners Hill. So this is probably going to escape from New York, I would imagine. And then we're on to the templates for the cyberpunkish background. So we've got Cyber Cowboy, basically a decker or hacker. Street Samurai, who is a street samurai, I guess. The Cycle of Death, which is obviously going to be a Mad Max type background. There it's talking about black goo, recovery, this situation. So it's filling out the background on this world. There are two types of zombies in this dead world, both of which are significantly more dangerous and than usual because of the amount of technology the characters have access to. So you've got sort of nanotech zombies. The Legion zombie. Scout and a nano engineer as templates. Cyber Marines and death scenes. So this is obviously your Aliens, where you've got high-tech Marines with pulse rifles and guns and high-tech armor fighting against zombies. Maybe even a bit Starship Troopers. So MR372 has been invaded by hostiles from another dimension, and they've brought the dead back to life to aid them. Queen, Cridian zombie. And we've got the Space Marine and Technical Advisor. So there we've got basically Ripley out of Aliens. Virtual Armageddon. So cyberspace zombies. Just taking the same idea and adapting it. One of the more interesting concepts I read about in this particular one is that because the zombies are mainly in cyberspace, you can incorporate different ones of these source books. So not just a science fiction one, there's a martial arts one, there's a fantasy one, all enhancing the games to take zombies into different settings. And those can be virtual realities within it. So you can have Space Marine zombies against fantasy zombies with magical powers, because they're all programmed that way in cyberspace and operate outside their own virtual realities in other virtual realities as what they were. So we've got Athlete as a virtual survivor and detective. Death of the Alliance. I wonder what this could be. It's obviously Star Wars. So we've got space opera version of zombies. Zombies created by Kraus and trained by Garth are fast, smart, and deadly breed. So we've got the Emperor and Darth Vader here creating zombies. Advanced Elite zombies. Star Corps zombies. The Mystic Knights. The Twin Empires. We are really ripping off Star Wars intensely here. Dark Lord Garth. Emperor Kraus. Aliens and Other Worlds. And twin engine fighter craft twin-engine fighter craft, the Mark XIV, Imperial Navy one. So we've got TIE fighters and X-Wings, basically. We've got the hotshot pilot, Han Solo if he was a cat person. A young Mystic Knight, obviously Luke Skywalker. And Future Shock. Well, this looks like aliens again. Large pods emitting zombie aliens. And the last few pages. These are much briefer settings, where it just gives you a few ideas. And then we're into the index, and we've finished the book with There Be Zombies. So, pirate zombies. What was the film called? Pirates of the Caribbean, or Caribbean, depends how you pronounce it. So, that's All Tomorrow's Zombies. It's quite an interesting source book. I don't particularly like the way it takes All Flesh Must Be Eaten. I love its original setting, which is 80s splatter zombie movies, where you've got, the teenagers from school fighting monsters, but it's interesting if that's the direction you want to take the game. It could be really quite fascinating to play around with some of these concepts within it. Have your zombies arrive as aliens using some of the stuff out of this book. But it doesn't feel quite the same in tone to me. I think if they were going to flesh out All Flesh Must Be Eaten, they should have done it with other types of monsters and taken it more in a Buffy kind of way, where the heroes will be fighting other types of monsters, not just zombies. But that's just my opinion. I think it is a very well presented book, and if you're into zombie games, if you really like All Flesh Must Be Eaten, then I definitely say have a look, because you might get a lot out of this. But, as always, I've whittled on for quite long enough. Thank you very, very much for watching, as always. Please like, subscribe, and comment below, as it does me massive favours with the YouTube algorithms. But most of all, you look after yourselves. And I'll catch you later. Bye now.